Hey, what's up, guys? Finally back with another Black and White 2 game. So, yeah, this time I'm playing a UU match against Zach, or Smash Bros. Pro 33, as he's known on the YouTubes and all that good stuff. But, anyway, so, yeah, sorry I haven't been uploading too much lately, and, you know, the normal old friggin' excuses everybody gives. I was lazy, didn't want to edit, all that good stuff. Well, you know, same old crap, and yeah, you know the thing. But anyway, so the teams, my team, I have my normal core of Umbreon and Gligar. I have Adamant Life Orb Honchkrow, which is a powerhouse. Agility Modest Porygon Z, Banded Arcanine, and a badass of all badasses, Choice Scarfed Modest Raikou, and this thing is awesome. So anyway, I'm gonna lead off with Raikou, and I'm gonna go straight for the extra sensory, because I expected, you know, him to just set up the Stealth Rocks, expecting me to switch out, you know, but it turns out that he said he was fully on offensive, and I score a flinch, so that was awesome. First turn flinch was just amazing, and it was pretty much game-changing. So anyway, I go into my Arcanine because, you know, obviously he has a couple things that can take the extra sensory, and he's expecting me to be choiced in some way. So he's gonna go ahead and switch on into Scrafty. I'm gonna switch into my Arcanine, hit him with a close combat, but then he brings in the good old Slowbro there. Obviously going to take it very well, and then he's gonna paralyze my Porygon Z as it switches in, which kind of sucks, but it's okay. Porygon Z still did get the +1 special attack, so it's still going to hit like a truck, but I get paralyzed, so yeah, that sucks. But I know Scrafty can't kill me with one stock Drain Punch, because Scrafty's just not that powerful, and I'm expecting this to be a bulk upset, so I'm just going to stay in, go for a +1 good old tri-attack there. Does over half, which is beautiful. And yeah, that would have been great to have that first damage off. But then I'm going to switch into Gligar, and Gligar is going to obviously take that Drain Punch very well. And now I'm going to switch back out into Arcanine, pull another double switch. And I don't know what I was expecting here, but he does indeed go for the rest, which was really nice, because Arcanine obviously is going to threaten it a lot more now, and I expected the Slowbro to come in again, so I just go for the Crunch. Choice Banded Crunch, and it almost takes out this thing, and yeah, so that was pretty good. I prefer Crunch over Wild Charge, because, you know, they're about the same base power. Actually, I think Crunch is more, and it also lets you hit Chandelure super effectively, which is another common switch into Arcanine. So, pretty good. I prefer it. I prefer Crunch. And, so, yeah. Anyway, this thing in on my Umbreon, I'm going for Wish, and I pull off a Heal Bell there just to cure the paralysis off of my poor old cotton candy buddy. Just maybe on the off chance that I can, you know, get a agility and maybe a couple more hits off before I die. Maybe I can pass a wish off to it. I don't know. We'll just have to see. But I'm just trying to wish, and he's just switching up between Sludge Wave and Earth Power and all Ice Beam, all these moves and stuff like that. And right now, I'm just gonna go straight for the Foul Play, try to take it out. But then he switches into Durant, does a good 25%, which is pretty nice. And now I know that this is a Choice Banded Durant because it's obviously obvious in its name. It's a Choice Banded Durant. I mean, come on, let's be serious here, guys. So, and it is indeed a threat, but he switches out, I switch out, I go into my Arcanine, and he goes into this thing, and I'm like, okay, Arcanine can take a hit, he's bulky, but then no! Just clean! One-shotted! Choice Specs Hurricane! Holy shit! So that definitely confirms to me that he is definitely a Choice Specs Tornadus, because there's no way that Arcanine would have died to that just offhand. But yeah, but I know that Charlie Sheen can come in here, just go straight for the Hidden Power Ice. He decides to go into the Nidoqueen just to sack it, or just on the off chance maybe I went for a Volt Switch or a Thunderbolt. Not a bad play, but yeah, so Now I'm going to go into Cotton Candy while he brings in the Durant again. And he's just going to go ahead and go for the Iron Head. Take out Cotton Candy. That's fine. But now I'm going to go into my good old Charlie Sheen. And now that his Nidoqueen is gone, I can go for the Volt Switches and the Thunderbolts all I want to. Which is exactly what I'm going to do. Going to go for the Thunderbolt on the P2 as it comes in. I kind of wanted to go for the Volt Switch, but I didn't want to have anything else take a hit from that Durant. And even though I do have the Gligar, I still won't appreciate a hit from the Durant, as you'll see later. But it also lets me see how much damage that Thunderbolt's going to do for later, which is nice. And so, yeah. But anyway, I pull Double Switch into my Pimp Smacks, expecting this Scrafty to come in again, because, you know, Scrafty can obviously come in on an Umbreon any fucking time it wants to, ever. But he decides to go into the Durant instead. And that's fine, because, yeah. Anyway, he goes for the Iron Head. He missed an Iron Head. He misses another Iron Head, and that means that I get to get off some nice free rocks, and I get a nice roost off for free, which is awesome. So, he's going to go for another Iron Turret and miss, and I get off Earthquake, which is really good. So, don't want to miss Run Swarm, or Truant. Yeah, that's a thing. So yeah, he scored a flinch there, so I guess that kind of makes up a little bit for the misses. Not really, but, you know, that's what you get for running Hustle, you know? That's what you get. So, anyway, going to go ahead and switch into Charlie Sheen, and Charlie Sheen's going to, you know, take an Iron Head very well, especially when it misses because of Hustle. Gotta love Hustle. Such a great ability. But, anyway, you're gonna go ahead and go for the Volt Switch. As he brings in the Scrafty, I was very confident that the Volt Switch would kill the Durant at that range, so... yeah, so... That's good, and it allows me to bring in Pimp Smacked, good old Honchkrow, and now I'm Fizzy Stardusting it up in here. Fucking Brave Bird, goddamn everything, because he brings in the Slowbro, his physical wall, but unless you resist Brave Bird, you're not a physical wall to Honchkrow. Like, he's just way too powerful. But, anyway, I go for the Substitute expecting him to switch out because, you know, he has Regenerator, so, you know, he could switch out, come back in, take another Brave Bird, and, you know, go from there. But, no. He decides to, you know, stay in and go for the Scald, even though I could have gone for Sucker Punch and killed him, but, no. Anyway, just decide, you know what, he's gonna stay in, he's just gonna sack this thing. I'm gonna go for a Brave Bird, and he brings in the Space Duck, and it does fuck tons of damage, and that's awesome. So, I didn't notice that he had Download, or else I would have just, you know, straight up taken him out, but instead I decided to just go for the Roost. I know, cousin, I would not be weak to the Ice Beam, Thunderbolt, Discharge, whatever he decides to run. Who knows, he might have tried to predict a switch in Toxic or something, I don't know. But it doesn't matter because, you know, Honchkrow unfortunately dies. But, then I could bring in Charlie Sheen, score a critical hit. It might have mattered, it just... I don't know, the range was really close to how much I did last time with the Thunderbolt. But, yeah, we'll just have to see. But, anyway, now he brings in the Scrafty, and all those misses, the flinch, everything that Raikou avoided are fucking game-changing because of this section of the match right now. My Raikou is at full health, and that is so huge because Raikou is going to have to be at full health because he's the only thing that can take on this Scrafty. Obviously, Umbreon can't take it on because, you know, super effective fighting type and all that good shit, and, you know, my only means to damage it is quad resisted. Gligar can take the hits, but he's not going to be able to, you know, take it on whenever he's bulking up, and, you know, he's going to be doing like 2 damage with Earthquakes. So Raikou is the only thing that can take on this Scrafty right now, and the Thunderbolt is a 4-hit KO. So, yeah, that really, really sucks, because Scrafty is just too goddamn bulky. So, I go for another Thunderbolt, brings him down to 119, and he's still sleeping, which is great. This is what I've been needing. I've been needing him to get, like, not a first turn or second turn Shed Skin Wake Up. So I almost kill him right there with 22 HP, and he pulls off the Drain Punch, but it's so close to a 2-hit KO. It's just so close. If he scores max damage on this or something, that would be the end for Raikou, and probably the end of the game for me. Go for another Thunderbolt. Lives on 6, but then Raikou is a badass, lives on 7, and he's like, okay, you're at 109. I can kill you now. Go for the Thunderbolt. Scores a critical hit here. I highly doubt that mattered, just how much damage it was doing before. And now, the road is paved for Raikou, because this thing dies, Durant dies, Slowbro dies, and Raikou just killed everything on his team because he's just a badass, and he scores flinches, and he dodges Iron Heads like a boss. So, yes, that was awesome. So, Raikou is a beast, and he just does exactly what I needed him to do. So, yeah, so question of the day, what's your favorite of the legendary beasts? Mine is Raikou. It's always been Raikou. I just love its design. It's so cool, and electric is just such a cool typing. So, I mean, Jolteon is my favorite evolution, so there you go. But, anyway, that is the game for today, guys. Check out the previous battle over there. It's a 2nd gen match I had against Mech, over there on the right. The previous video. I don't think it's actually my previous video for the channel now because, yeah, I think I uploaded Spyro today, but that's a hack game of Shadow versus Mephiles versus Sonic in Brawl, which is pretty interesting. And down there at the bottom is one of Zach's videos, so go check that out, go sub to him and all that good stuff. But anyway, that is it for today, guys. I love you all that good shit. Like, comment, sub, deuces.